And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, this professional match. Mixed martial arts, 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Entering the cage first, fighting out of the blue corner. From Cairo, Egypt, Mohamad Felix Ali.
So on to our professional card for the evening, and we start with a light heavyweight encounter. We welcome Mohamad Felix Ali, who's representing Egypt's military foundation. He's 27 years of age. He does have a record of 5 MMA fights with 3 wins and 2 losses. His fighting style is kickboxing, kung fu and mixed martial arts. We should note that this guy has some pretty heavy hands. He likes to stand and bang.
Yeah, we saw him last time out, John, at Cage Warriors Fight Night 1. Showed some very good striking, some good handiwork, and it's a pleasure to have him stepping up and making his pro debut here at Cage Warriors Fight Night 2.
Predicting a pretty aggressive start from this southpaw from Egypt. He also has some pretty good conditioning as well, I've been told, and I think you informed me, Josh, that it was a pretty much a war that he was in at Fight Night 1, and he managed to go the distance in his fights.
Yeah, he showed very good conditioning. He kept going, he kept the pace up, and you know what? It's going to be great if he can do it again here tonight.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, from Amman, Jordan, ihab Janeb.
And his opponent making his way to the cage is ihab, the Bear, Janeb. He is representing Source MMA and Jordan. Now the Middle Eastern MMA scene is still underdeveloped, but these guys showed lots of promise and competence in their first outings. This matchup has actually made the news in Jordan. They're both quite popular MMA figures, and Josh, you were telling me that the jiu-jitsu of the Bear is very good indeed.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt, also has a black belt in kickboxing, but he showed us, you know, really good, solid jiu-jitsu fundamentals last time out. Some really good knee on belly, good armbar attempts. You know, really nice groundwork, and you know that is part of the reason he's been given the chance to step up to professional here tonight and be the first Jordanian professional MMA fighter.
He also holds a black belt in kickboxing as well, does the 34-year-old. He's performed in some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments as well. I think he got first place in the championship in 2009. Again, an aggressive fighter. Add to his black belts, he has a first dan in Aikido. He's just getting readied, cage side.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good striker-grappler kind of matchup. Obviously, ihab Janeb, you know, has that kickboxing experience, has that stand-up experience, but he's definitely got the edge on the ground here, so it's going to see how he can cope with what we think is going to be a really aggressive opening from Mohamad Felix Ali.
Absolutely. Steely look has been about the face of Mohamad Felix Ali in the last couple of days, and we're excited here in Amman, Jordan, to see how this one's going to go down.
And now, fight fans, here we go. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in the light heavyweight division. Brought to you by Go Magazine. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist hitting 5 feet 9 inches tall. His weight, 204 3/4 pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional debut and joins us from Cairo, Egypt. Here is Mohamad Felix Ali. And next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. His weight, 203 1/4 pounds. He too makes his professional debut tonight. He fights out of and represents Amman, Jordan. Here is ihab Janeb. Your referee in charge of the action, Mark Goddard.
Refereeing this one, Mark Goddard, best in the business, and the reaction from the crowd, Josh, is fantastic. Ihab Janeb will be looking to follow the victory that his brother picked up earlier on when he won by armbar submission. We're underway, first round. We have the Bear, Janeb, in the black shorts. Mohamad Felix Ali in the white shorts.
And Ihab Janeb wasting no time in driving forward for the takedown, clearly not wanting much to do with the stand-up of Mohamad Felix Ali.
Both of these guys powerful in their own rights.
Yeah, Janeb doing a good job of driving up against the cage, looking to connect his hands, make that double, that shoulder in the solar plexus, keeping his opponent pinned to the cage. Switches off for the single, though.
And Felix Ali has let go.
Oh, hiding his head really well when those shots came in.
This is almost in between the legs of Ali.
Oh, thunderous right hands to the rib cage, though.
Yes. Big right hand softening up the body of the bear.
Janeb's got to be careful he doesn't get sprawled out here.
And we can hear those, Josh. Sorry, all the way across the opposite side of the cage. The Egyptian is really throwing those in.
Yep, but Ihab Janeb back to his feet, looking for the outside reap. Lovely single leg takedown completed against the cage and moving very nicely to side control, back stepping to north-south.
Good transition.
Oh, and north-south choke he's looking for. Trying to get the rib cage tight against the carotid artery.
Looking to get his hips down onto the canvas as well.
And Mark Goddard just warning Mohamad for possible knees to the head. Sinking low for the north-south submissions, the Jordanian.
I think also he might be striking the back of the head.
Well, not quite able to complete that submission. He's got to be careful here, a little nonchalant during the scramble.
Absolutely, and Mohamad Ali is back to his feet.
See if he can get some payback, land some of those heavy shots.
He's got a big name to live up to there, Josh. Let's see how good his hands are.
Oh,
and
a good uppercut.
Nice uppercut.
Oh,
but dear, oh dear.
Kick to the head of a downed opponent.
Yes,
and Ihab Janeb has collapsed on the floor.
Yes, I believe there were 3 points of contact with the canvas when Ali decided to throw that soccer kick almost.
He's shaking his head as though he can't continue. I think we may see a disqualification of Mohamad Felix Ali here.
I think that Ali is a little confused as to why the crowd are booing and why he's had, and I'm looking across at the corner of the Egyptian and they too are confused.
Well, we're going to get a couple of minutes for Ihab Janeb to see if he can recover. Hopefully he can continue and this contest can go on. Either way, Mohamad Ali is at least going to lose a point. 2 points, sorry.
2 points, the deduction from Mark Goddard. And he's explaining you cannot kick to the head when there are 3 points of contact or a grounded opponent as a more simpler description. Nevertheless,
well, let's see if he can
and some huge hands being thrown by Mohamad Ali.
Cool, there's some fire in the eyes of Mohamad Felix Ali now.
Once again, a short lead uppercut.
I think he's sussed the game plan of Ihab Janeb here every time he comes in. The problem Janeb's got, he's not setting any of his takedown attempts up. He's merely diving in on that low single and getting met with that uppercut every single time.
Having a look in the eyes of Ihab Janeb, and I think he might have been struck on the nose because he's almost having trouble seeing at the moment.
Yeah, I'd look for Mohamad Felix to just unload on offense here.
And some pretty once again.
That's going to be a disqualification
for the rules by the Egyptian, and I'm sure that will be the end of this.
There is no way Mark Goddard will let this fight continue. Now, this fight is over. It's going to be a disqualification win to Ihab Janeb for a second illegal headshot from Mohamad Felix Ali. He doesn't seem to know why he's been disqualified.
And there's no reason for this, Josh.
No, he feels that the knees don't count as 3 points of contact. That's just a misunderstanding of the rules on his part. No.
And we're having Mohamad Ali gesturing to us that his opponent had 2 knees on the ground.
Yeah, he's forgetting that the feet are also in contact with the floor. Technically, that is a downed opponent. It's really just an unfortunate miscommunication in the rule set here. And we're just seeing a replay of the initial kick to the face that caused that first 2-point deduction. Well, very unfortunate scenes here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 3 minutes, 2 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by disqualification in his professional debut, ihab Janeb!
I'd like to say at this point, Josh, that these guys were given a rigorous going over with the rules.
Yeah, absolutely right,
So
John.
they should be clear. There was at least an hour that these guys were being spoken to, and there was some actual demonstrations of what was legal and what wasn't.
Yeah, there was. They were given audible warnings in both English and Arabic. They were also shown kinesthetically by the referees what they could and could not do, but clearly not sinking into the head of Mohammed Felix Ali as he loses.